Hey everyone, today we're diving into something pretty amazing, how our bodies actually move. Every time you jump, or smile, or just wave hello, there's this incredible A-team inside you working together. Your bones, your muscles, and your nerves. So let's see how they pull it all off. I mean, think about it. It seems so simple, doesn't it? You decide you want to wave, and poof, your hand just does it. But behind that one little action is this super fast, perfectly coordinated mission going on inside you. And by the time we're done here, you'll know exactly how your body's A-team makes it happen. Okay, so every single move you make, whether it's a giant leap or just a tiny blink of your eye, it all starts right here, inside your brain. It's the command center, the boss of the whole operation. This is where our journey begins, with the nervous system. Your nervous system is basically your body's own personal internet. It's this huge network made up of your brain, your spinal cord, and just countless nerves that go everywhere to every single part of you. And its main job? Sending and receiving signals, lightning fast, to coordinate everything you do. So how does a message get from A to B? Well, first, just like you see here, your brain has an idea. Something simple like, hey, let's wave. That thought instantly becomes an electrical signal. Then, step 2, that signal zips down your spinal cord, which is kind of like the body's superhighway. And finally, it branches off onto specific nerves, like their side roads, that deliver the message right to the muscles in your arm and hand. And get this, all of this happens faster than you can even blink. So the message has reached your arm, but a signal by itself can't really do anything. It needs something to act on. And that brings us to the next member of the team, your skeletal system. Your bones, they're the framework, the scaffolding that gives your body its shape and, keeps you from being a big old blob on the floor. And here's a wild fact for you. When you were born, you actually had around 300 bones. Yep, 300. That's almost 100 more bones than most adults have. So what happened? Where did they all go? Well, they don't just disappear. As you grow up, a lot of those smaller bones actually fuse or join together to create the bigger, stronger bones that make up your adult skeleton. And this whole process leaves you with that final count of 206 bones. Pretty cool, huh? And bones are very much alive. They're not just dry sticks. If you could look inside, you'd see they have all these layers. There's a hard, compact layer on the outside that makes them super strong. But then on the inside, there's this spongy-looking part that's surprisingly tough. And deep in the middle of a lot of bones is the marrow, this jelly-like stuff that's basically a factory for making all your blood cells. But bones do way more than just help you stand up. They're also your body's personal bodyguards. They form this hard, protective shield around your most delicate and important organs. This chart really shows you how it works. Your skull, that's like a built-in helmet for your brain. Your rib cage wraps around your heart and lungs to keep them safe. And your spine protects that super important message highway we talked about earlier, the spinal cord. Okay, so we've got the commands from the nerves, and we have the framework from the bones, but there's a key piece missing here. Bones are really strong, sure, but they can't move all by themselves. They need a power source, and that's where the final member of our A-team comes in, your mighty muscles. This is really where the magic of movement happens. When a muscle gets that signal from a nerve, it contracts, which just means it gets shorter. And since muscles are attached to bones, when they get shorter, they pull the bone and make it move. Now, it's really important to remember this. Muscles only pull. They never, ever push. So, we've met all the players now. If you think about it like a sports team, the brain and nerves are the coaches calling all the plays. The bones are the players out on the field, and the muscles, they bring all the power. So now, let's see how they team up to win the game of movement. The real secret to all your bending, twisting, and turning is the joint. A joint is simply the place where two bones meet up. That's it. Without joints, your skeleton would be totally stiff, like a statue, and you wouldn't be able to move at all.
And we have different kinds of joints for different jobs. On the left, you've got a hinge joint, like in your knees and elbows. Just like a hinge on a door, it lets you bend and straighten in pretty much one direction. But then on the right, you have a ball and socket joint, like in your shoulders and hips. This one lets you move all over the place. It's what lets you swing your arm all the way around.
And now we can finally answer our big question. How do you wave? It is the ultimate team effort. Your brain has the idea, A nerve signal flies down to your arm. Your muscles get the message and contract, pulling on your arm bones. And those bones pivot at the joints in your shoulder, elbow, and wrist to create that friendly wave. All three systems, nerves, muscles, and bones, working together in perfect harmony. Okay, so now that you know how it all works, let's finish up with a couple of amazing facts and some really important tips for keeping your skeleton, the foundation of your A-team, super strong and healthy. Here's a great little piece of trivia for you. While your longest bone is the femur in your thigh, the absolute tiniest one is called the stirrup bone, and it's located deep inside your ear. It's only about the size of a single grain of rice, but it plays this huge role in helping you hear. Your bones work so hard for you, so it's super important to be good to them. That means protecting your skull with a helmet when you're biking, eating foods with lots of calcium like milk and cheese, and just being active. Every single time you run and jump and play, you're actually telling your body to build stronger bones. So the takeaway here is simple. Playing is one of the best things you can do for your skeleton. So there you have it, your body's A-team, your nerves, bones, and muscles, all working together, just waiting for your brain to give them the next command. Now that you know how they do it, what amazing thing are you going to get them to do next?